Now we'll discuss hub subtractor. Okay, hub subtractor is the combinational circuit which is used to perform the arithmetic subtraction operation of the two binary digits. Okay, so it is having two inputs similar to the half adder. Okay, in here it is having two inputs, that is x and y. X is minuend and y is subtrahend. Okay, so if we draw the logic symbol from the for the half subtractor, it is having x and y. X is minuend and y is subtrahend. Now it is having two outputs, that is D. First one is D and second one is the borrow out, B out. D is the difference, so I am writing here. D is the difference and this is borrow out. Okay. Now here it is minuend and this one is subtrahend. Okay, x and y. So this is half subtractor. Okay, so this is the logic symbol for the half subtractor. Now we will come to the truth table of half subtractor. Okay, so truth table, that is the representation of input output relationship. Okay, for all the possible inputs, so what will be the output? So from the truth table we can easily identify for that. Now, so this is for input and this is for output. So x, that is minuend and y is subtrahend, and d is the difference between x and y, and v borrow out. If there is any borrow output is there or not, so we'll check here. Now for the possible combination 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, so what will be the difference for 0 and 0? 0. So borrow is also 0. Now difference between 0 and 1, that means 0 minus 1. So 0 minus 1, we know difference is 1, with borrow from the next higher order bits. Okay, higher order position. Now 1 minus 0 1, borrow is 0, and 1 minus 1 0, it is also 0. So this is the truth table representation of half adder circuit. Okay, now after truth table we need to design the logic expression. Okay, so how to get the logic expression for D and how to get the logic expression for borrow out. Okay, so we know this is simply by summing up all those inputs for which the difference output is 1. Okay, so how many ones are there? So 1 and 2. So for this one, what is the corresponding combination of x and y? Okay, or corresponding combination of input. So it is x bar y. Okay, so it is x bar y. So summing up means plus. For this one, so this is the combination, that is x y bar. So it is x y bar. Okay, so this is the expression for the difference output. Okay, now what is the expression for the borrow output? So for this one it is simply x bar y. So that is b out is equals to x bar y. Now these two expression, this is the simplified expression only. Okay, so this is x bar y plus x y bar. So we know this is the expression for the XOR gate. Okay, so simply using one two input XOR gate, so we can design this difference output. Okay, and similarly for x bar y means one NOT gate and one AND gate. Okay, so using one NOT gate and one AND gate, we can design the borrow out. Now if we draw the circuit here using logic gates, so this is XOR gate. So two inputs are x and y, and output is nothing but difference D. Okay, and for this V out, so x bar y. So x bar y, so one NOT gate is using here. So this is x bar and this is y. So finally we are getting that is borrow out is equals to x bar y and d is equals to x XOR y. Okay, so this is very simple for designing this half subtractor circuit. Now we'll discuss the full subtractor. Now we discuss full subtractor. Okay. Now full subtractor is a combinational circuit which perform the subtraction operation involving 3 bits. Okay. Involving 3 bits, namely minuend, subtrahend, and the borrow input that is coming from the previous stage. Okay. Now we'll draw first logic symbol. Okay, so logic symbol for the full subtractor, it is involving 3 inputs. So first one is I am writing, that is x minuend, y subtrahend, and vi, that is borrow input, that is coming from the previous stage. Now it is having 2 outputs. So first output is difference and second output is borrow out, b out. Okay. Inputs, output. Okay. Now after designing the block diagram or logic symbol, we need to design or we need to draw the truth table for the full subtractor. Okay, so for these 3 inputs, so how many combinations are possible? So obviously for the 3 inputs, 2 power 3, that is 8 possible combinations are there for this x, y, and vi. So 8 inputs. Okay. So 3 inputs x, y, and borrow input and outputs, that is difference d and that is borrow out. Okay, so total for this 3 inputs, so total 8 possible combinations. So 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Okay. Now we check two outputs D and B out. Okay. So for this D, so 0 minus 0 and result minus 0. So it is coming 0 and borrow is also 0. Now here 0 minus 0 minus 1. So here obviously 0 minus 0 is 0 and 0 minus 1 is equals to difference is 1 with borrow 1. Okay. Now for the next one, 0 minus 1 is result is 1, difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. Okay. Now result is 1, so 1 minus 0, it is difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. So here it is 1 and it is 1. Okay. Now for this combination 0 minus 1, so difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. So difference is 1, this 1 minus this 1, it is difference is 0 with borrow 1. Okay. Now for the next combination 1 minus 0, difference is 1 with no borrow. Okay. So difference is 1, this 1 minus 0 is 1 and there is no borrow. Now for these combinations 1 minus 0, it is also difference 1. Now this difference 1 and minus 1 is 0 with no borrow. So it is 0, it is also 0. Now here 1 minus 1, it is 0. Now 0 minus 0, it is also 0. So there is no borrow. Now last one 1 minus 1 is 0 and this 0 minus 1, so difference is 1 with borrow 1. Okay. So this is the truth table for the full subtractor. Now from this truth table we need to design the expression for difference and expression for the V out. Now after that, after getting the expression, we need to simplify this expression in order to design the logic circuits. Okay, finally our aim is to design the logic circuit using less number of logic gates. Okay, now for this D, so I am writing D. Now this expression for this D we can get by summing up all those all those input combinations for which difference D is 1. Okay, so here how many product terms will be there in sum of product expression? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so first we check for this one. Now for this one, what is the corresponding input combination? So x is 0, y is 0, bi is 1. So it is x bar, y bar, bi. So x bar, y bar, bi plus. Now for this one, what is the corresponding combination of inputs? X bar, y, bi bar. So x bar, y, bi bar. Now for this one, it is x, y bar, bi bar. So it is x, y bar, bi bar. And for the last one, x, y, bi. So plus x, y, bi. Okay. Now this is the logic expression for the difference output D. Okay. Now we need to simplify this expression. Now simplification. Now simplification is possible using Boolean algebra. So Boolean algebra. Now first you look at this expression. Okay. Here if we take common from this from this second and third terms, from the second and third terms, if we take bi bar common, okay, so we are taking bi bar common from the second and third. So what we will get? X bar y plus x y bar. Okay. Now from the first and last term, if we take bi common, so what we will get? Bi, if we take bi common, so it is x bar y bar plus x y. Now we just check this expression and this expression, that is x bar y plus x y bar. So obviously that is the XOR of x and y, and this one is the XNOR of x and y. Okay, because XNOR expression we know xy and xy plus xy bar. Okay, so here we can write that is bi bar, so x XOR of y, and here also bi x not y. Okay. Now the if we take that is x XOR y, let x XOR y is equals to p. Suppose we are denoting by p here. Okay. Now what we will get from this line? So we will get bi bar p plus bi p bar. So that is also same type of representation, that is a b bar plus a bar b. Okay, so that is also the XOR expression. Okay, XOR of p and bi. Okay, so here we can write that is XOR of bi and p. Okay, now if we put the value of if we put the value of p here, so p is XOR of x and y. So finally after putting this value of p, so finally we will get x XOR y XOR bi. Okay, so this is the expression for the difference output of full subtractor, that is x XOR y XOR bi. X is the minuend, y is subtrahend, and bi is the borrow input. Okay, borrow input of the full subtractor. Now after getting the expression for the D, we need to find the expression for B out. Okay, borrow out. So B out we are writing here. So B out is equals to, now in the same manner we can get, that means summing up all those input combinations for which output is 1 or borrow output is 1. Okay, so for this one, what is the corresponding input combination? So x bar y bar bi, so it is x bar y bar bi. Okay, plus for this one, what is the corresponding input combination? X x bar y bi bar. So x bar y bi bar plus for this one corresponding input combination, that is x bar y bi. So x bar y bi, and for the last one, so it is x y bi. So it is x y bi. Okay. Now we need to simplify this expression. Okay, either using the Boolean algebra or using K-man method. Okay, we will try to solve using both the methods. Okay, so using Boolean laws and algebra, so how to simplify this expression? Now you just think about it. Is there any possibility to take common for any variable? Uh, that is yes, y bi. So from the last two terms, if we take common y bi, so what we will get? X bar plus x, and x bar plus x we know that is 1. Okay, so I am writing first two terms as it is, that is x bar y bar bi plus x bar y bi bar plus directly I am writing here x x bar, sorry, x plus x bar, that is 1. So it is y bi. Okay, so this expression we will get. Now y bi is there. Okay, now from these last two terms, if we take common y here, so what we will get? If we take common y from the last two terms, so we will get bi plus bi bar x bar. So we can apply the absorption law here if we take common bi here. So now so here only I am writing first term, it is as it is. So x bar y bar bi plus, so here we are taking common, that is y. So it is coming bi plus bi bar x bar. Okay, so bi plus bi bar x bar. Okay, so we will try to compare here, that is a plus a bar b, one of the absorption law here, that is a plus b. Now if you compare this one with this one, so this expression we will get, that is bi plus x bar. Okay, so here I am writing, that is b out is equals to, so first term it is x bar y bar bi plus, it is coming y into bi plus x bar. Okay, now after multiplying this one, so x bar y bar bi plus y bi plus uh, y x bar. Okay, now for the first two terms, again if we take common bi, so what will happen? So if we are taking common bi, so we are getting y, so from this we are getting y, and this is y bar and x bar. Okay, and last term we are writing as it is, so x bar y. Okay, so here same, we are applying absorption law here, so we are getting bi into y plus x bar plus x bar y. So finally we are multiplying here, so y bi plus bi x bar plus x bar y. Okay, so this is the final expression for the b out, borrow out, and here we got that is difference output x xor y xor b. So these are the two final expression for the full adder subtractor. Okay, so b out is equals to YBI plus BI x bar plus x bar y. Okay. Now here complement term is for x bar only. Okay. So here how many NOT gates are required to design this one? So only one NOT gate is enough for that, because x bar is only in complement form and remaining are the direct form. Okay. And here one 3 input XOR gate is enough to represent for this D. Okay. Now we will try to draw the circuit here. Okay. So if we draw the circuit, that is for the 3 inputs X, Y and BI. Okay. So first drawing the XOR gate. That is for X, that is for Y and that is for BI. Okay. Now for this borrow out, so 3 AND gates are required in order to represent. Okay. Now finally we need to sum up this one. Okay. So here we are writing X, Y and Vi. So finally we are getting that is difference output X XOR Y XOR Vi. Okay. Now for this one we need to get one NOT gate. Okay. Now first we are writing this expression, drawing this one, that is YBI. So YBI means this is for Y and this is for BI. Okay, so this is for YBI and second one is for BI X bar. So this is X bar and this is for BI. Okay, so we got the output of second AND gate. Now after that X bar Y. Okay, so X bar, this is for X bar and X bar Y. So we are just drawing this line for X bar Y. Okay, now we need to add these three. So one OR gate is enough to add these three and get output. Okay, so finally we are getting that is borrow out. So this is the logic diagram of full subtractor. Okay, now here one thing I told, that is this borrow out we can get the simplified version using the K-map method also. Now if we apply K-map method also, we will get the same expression for V out and for difference. Now one full subtractor is also can also be designed using two half subtractor. Okay, so this is the diagram how to design one full subtractor using two half subtractor. So this is the half subtractor 1 and this is half subtractor 2. Okay, so here for the half subtractor 1 which is having two inputs only. So minuend and subtrahend, it is given x and y, x minuend and y subtrahend. Okay, and this is the output of half subtractor 1, it is represented by D1. Okay, now here this output of half subtractor, it is the one input of the half subtractor 2. Okay, and another input of half subtractor 2, it is nothing but the borrow input. Okay, now this diagram is almost same as the full adder circuit using two half adder. Okay, so here this is for the half subtractor 2, one input is BI and another input is coming from the output of the half subtractor 1. Okay, and finally we are getting the difference output D output here. Okay, and here we are getting the V out from the second half subtractor. Now here from here also, from first half subtractor we are getting one borrow output, and here also from the second half subtractor we are getting another borrow output. Now these two borrow outputs are summed up here using the OR gate, and finally we are getting the borrow output. Okay, so this is the circuit of full subtractor using two half subtractor. Okay, now one thing you may notice here, now if you remember the expression, logic expression for the difference D, okay, for the full subtractor, and you remember for the full adder the sum output, it is same. How it is same? that is D is what? X XOR Y XOR Bi. That means it is XOR of all those three inputs. In case of full adder also, the output or the sum output, it is same as the XOR of all those three inputs. Okay, so there is the similarity for the full adder and half adder. Okay, now for this borrow output and carry output in case of full adder. Okay, you remember the expression for the carry output of full adder. Okay, so this was for the inputs A, B and Ci. Okay, so for A, B and Ci it was AB, BCI and CIA. But in case of borrow output of the full subtractor, only one input it is complemented. That is X input we have just represented. That is X input is complemented form. Other things are same. So this is the similarity between the full adder and full subtractor. This difference D and sum S, these are same, but how this borrow output and carry output, these are different. It is only difference by the complement of any one input. Okay, so here we have represented by X complement. Okay, so this using this similarity we can easily design any full subtractor circuit from the full adder also. Okay, from this similarity. So this is the thing, this is the relationship between the full subtractor and full adder. Okay. Now next class we will discuss different type of adder circuit. Okay, different types of adder, that is parallel adder, or it is also called the ripple carry adder, and we will discuss the serial adder. Okay, so we will discuss, after that we will discuss that parallel adder and subtractor circuit. In one circuit we can perform addition and subtraction. Okay, so all those things we will discuss in the next class.